It's day two of the People of Colorado versus Tina Peters, in which Mesa County's former clerk is being tried for obstruction of justice. Our Rob Hagan has been covering the trial. He now joins us in the studio with more. Rob, what can you tell us?
Mike, the prosecution and the defense have rested, and now the fate of Tina Peters is in the jury's hands. Day two is full of testimony from a barrage of law enforcement professionals who interacted with Peters on the day in question. Peters relives the moment she was put in handcuffs, and who the heck is Tammy Bailey? You're about to find out.
It's a full house in courtroom 2 on day 2 of the People versus Peters, and DA investigator Robert Heil takes the hot seat first to describe his part of the incident at the bagel shop over a year ago. He told prosecutors Peters tore her purse from his grasp when he tried to grab it under a search warrant, thereby obstructing a peace officer. Then Harvey Steinberg, Peters' high-profile defense attorney, points out Heil was antagonizing Peters on body cam video, saying your lawyer can't help you when Peters asked for counsel at the scene. Heil tells jurors he never showed a badge and never ID'd himself. The next witness is Officer Soderquist, who wrote the arrest affidavit on February 8, 2022. He tells prosecutors Peters positioned her body in front of her buddy, obstructing his detainment. Peters sheds a tear while reliving moments of screaming and pain during the body cam evidence.
Stop! You're hurting me!
Walk then.
The defense says the 6'3", 295-pound officer charged with keeping the peace took less than 3 seconds to grab Peters and used excessive force on the 5'7", 110-pound 60-year-old, making her kick out in pain and not kicking at officers. The defense shows a photo of the damaged wrists of Peters from the handcuffs.
I think you've broken my hand.
But the burden of proof battle may all rest on Tina Peters' alleged alternate alias, Tammy Bailey.
Do you understand? That is not my iPad.
Okay, we have this iPad.
That is not my iPad. That you're taking someone else's property.
In body cam footage, Peters is heard telling investigators they can't have the iPad because it's not hers, it's Tammy Bailey's, and Tammy has the lock code. Peters' friend Corey Anderson testifies he helps register Peters' cell phone and iPad as Tammy Bailey. The People have rested their case against Tina Peters.
Now, Tina Peters chose not to testify in this case. During closing arguments, District Attorney Dan Rubenstein told the jury Peters is guilty because she stepped in front of an officer, she was kicking at a cop, and dragged her feet out the door and down the road, impeding the officer's ability to do their job. Defense attorney Harvey Steinberg told jurors law enforcement overreacted, mishandled the situation, and abused his client because it was a setup, period. The fate of Peters is now in the jury's hands, and we'll keep you posted. First on the Western Slope and live in the studio, I'm Rob Hagan with KREX 5 News. Mike?
All right, thank you, Rob. Well, an 11th hour.